Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody. We are from second group that consisting of me, Rizka Dwi Prastiawati, Riza Fadila Ratnadila, Sela Mesiana Saputri, Setio Konugroho, and the last Ulim Muammalatus. Well, today we want to present about our material entitled Cultural Diversity. Definition of cultural diversity. Culture is a set of norms that set standards for a society of what is acceptable behavior. Diversity is nothing more than a difference from the majority. Cultural diversity is any significant difference of an individual shown in a culture. A cultural diversity workplace, often the measure, reflects on the changing economy and the world. Importance of cultural diversity. Diversity is important because it provides our society and culture with unique and inspirational perspective. Diversity can create new ideas and change that can be beneficial to a society or even the world. Diversity is important to get over our title-mindedness because of the cultural and religious difference it brings. Cultural diversity is important because it affects everyone and their lifestyle, within beliefs and basic assumptions about life.
Then next, we want to discuss about the types of diversity. There are a lot of factors that play into diversity. Some things are visible on the outside, but others are just a part of the way people were born. These distinctions are the grounds for how the categories of diversity were created. A good way to think of the types of diversity is as dimensions or classifications that each hold their own list of different applicable subsets. And the types are: the first is internal diversity. This diversity this type of diversity is related to situations that a person is born into. There are things that a person did not choose for themselves and are impossible for anyone to change. For example, race, ethnicity, age, national origin, sexual orientation, cultural identity, assigned sex, gender identity, physical ability, and mental ability. The second type is external diversity. In the context of diversity, the term external is used to describe things that are related to a person but are not characteristics that a person was born with. While external diversity can be heavily influenced by other people and their surroundings, even forcibly so, they ultimately are aspects that a person can change often do every time. For example, personal interest, education, appearance, citizenships, religious beliefs, location, familial status, relationship status, socioeconomic status, and life experiences. The third is organizational diversity. Organizational diversity is also called as functional diversity. Relates to the differences between people that are assigned to them by an organization. Essentially, these are the characteristics within a workplace that distinguish one employee from another. Regardless of your position or the pay you receive, any form of work that you do solidifies your belonging to an organization. Whether you are working for a private, non-profit, public sector, or governmental organization, and even if you volunteer work for free, you are a part of an or unorganized group. This could be as small as a group of two or anything higher. As long as it is more than one independent person that constitutes an organization. For example, job function, place of work, management status, employment status, pay type, seniority, and union affiliation. Then the last type is worldview diversity. The fourth type of diversity is commonly known as worldview. Even though there are a multitude of factors that come together to form our worldview, including our internal, external, and organizational diversity characteristics, at the end of the day, everyone has a worldview that they align with. Worldview diversity is another type that changes with time. We conceptualize the world differently as we have new experiences and learn more about ourselves and each other. For example, political beliefs, moral compass, outlook on life, and epistemology. Next is about the characteristics of cultural diversity. The first is cultural diversity is a double-edged sword, which can prove to be a competitive advantage if handled properly and a reason of conflict and dissatisfaction if by mistake ignored in an organization. The second is cultural diversity is going beyond the concept of affirmative action or equal opportunity. Third, cultural diversity is not only limited to the primary dimensions like gender, age, race, ethnicity, and others, but it also includes secondary dimensions such as religion, personality differences, education, and others. The fourth is cultural diversity is not just the responsibility of the top level executives or HR managers, rather, it is the responsibility of everyone who is part of the organization. The fifth is cultural diversity is not a one-shot task but a lifetime process which needs to be carried out as per the changing needs and demands of the diversified workforce. Thus, it can be summed up that cultural diversity is basically workforce diversity, and thus includes all those visible and non-visible factors that cause differences among people, like gender, religion, physical disability, family status, age, race, hierarchical status, language, education, profession, and the lifestyle.
And the next point is the effect of cultural diversity in workplace. The negative effect of cultural diversity in workplace. The first is unresolved conflict. Greater differences in a workplace produce more potential for conflict among employees. People that come from different cultural backgrounds have different perspectives on how to handle issues or concerns that arise. An inability to see where the other person is coming from can prohibit effective resolution of conflict. The second is poor communication. Poor communication fuels conflict and can be the one of the biggest negative effects of diversity in the workplace. If a workplace has employees from different countries with different native language, communication is especially difficult. The third is potential turnover. A significant bottom line effect of poorly managed diversity is high turnover. Constantly replacing employees lost to ill will or a general feeling of discontent is costly as the company has to pay to hire and train replacement. The fourth is time and money. The time and expenses invest may not have value if the company sees limited benefit of having a diverse workplace, but effect of lack of diversity in the workplace can also be detrimental. Next, the positive effect of cultural diversity in workplace. The first is problem solving. In a diverse workplace, employees are readily exposed to new cultures, ways of thinking, and new ideas. Through this, problem solving skills often increase due to multiple viewpoints being combined as a whole. And the next is communication. In a diverse environment, there can be communication barriers between co-workers which can reduce the rate of productivity via misinterpretation of data and information. In addition, an, organ, an, organi, an organization can leverage cultural difference by capitalizing on specific cultural backgrounds of certain employees. And the third is integration. Large organizations have realized that employees tend to form small social cliques among themselves along cultural and social lines. This largely impacts integration among employees because cross-cultural intermingling is often non-existent. This can limit growth and effectiveness in team. However, proper intercultural training can help mitigate this problem and create more effective multicultural teams. And the fourth is experience. One major advantage of working within a cross-cultural environment is the ability to capitalize on the array of experiences of different employees. Each employee possesses different strengths and weaknesses derived from their cultural background. And the fifth is improve employee engagement. When employees are sharing their personal experiences when they were in high school or what each or every festive season meant to them, they have built a trusting relationship among their colleagues. This is great because it increases employee engagement and at times increase employee motivation as well, which is great for the company. And six, uh, reduce employee turnover. In a constantly increasingly competitive economy where skill and talents are crucial to improving the company, Put together, the most diverse set of candidates is increasingly necessary to success in the market. The next point is reflects positively on reputation. Companies who recruit and encourage individuals from a wide range of backgrounds generally gain a reputation for being a good employer. Potential clients often feel more valued and thus give more business to this organization. The eighth is encourage wider range of skills. Having a wider range of skill and knowledge available to them. These companies often enjoy a more diverse and adaptable range of products and services that they can offer to their prospective markets. Diversity in cultures means diversity in skill and therefore products and service offerings. And the last point is improve insight and reduce racism. By enjoying a more culturally diverse workforce, it is often found that employees then spend more time in their daily life with people from cultural backgrounds that they are often never exposed to. The end result of this is that employees learn, learn new cultural insights, and this is turn reduces negative emotions such as racism, homophobia, etc.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tio Nugroho. I'm from second group and I want to continue explain our material. There is managing diversity in the workplace. Here are 5 tips to help you manage a diverse workforce for the best result. The first is start with hiring. Second, create inclusive policies and practice. The third, provide diversity training. The fourth, facilitate effective communication. And the last, encourage interaction. Then the last material will be delivered by my friend. Thank you.
Benefits of cultural diversity. 1. Develop and maximize skill sets. A culturally diverse workplace empowers people to develop their talents and skills. A range of ideas and expertise enables us to learn from a more diverse collection of colleagues. It can also boost problem-solving capabilities and increase happiness and productivity. In an environment where all voices are heard, this spirit of innovation and encouragement to contribute can drive business success. 2. Improve the recruitment process. Surveys show that 2/3 of candidates cite diversity as an important consideration during a job hunt. By developing a strategy for cultural diversity, you can broaden your appeal to prospective employees and reach out to more high-level candidates across the globe. 3. Can help to retain talent. Aside from attracting a broader talent pool in the first place, cultural diversity is the key to building the ideologies of respect between company and employee and cooperation. In turn, this makes you a more attractive proposition to valuable candidates, making you stand out in the marketplace. For improved creativity. Studies have shown the positive impact a culturally diverse workplace can have on a team and company's creativity. By bringing together people from different backgrounds, you will see a more diverse series of solutions to issue and approach to projects you might have. A more diverse workforce allows you to bring new ways of thinking into the business that can be applied in many different ways. By listening to its employees' voice and way of thinking, a company will no longer be pigeonholed in one direction. 5. Can help increase employee engagement. The best way to learn about other cultures and ethnic is by talking to someone with background, this can only get you so far and has a far less personal touch. By communicating with someone with a different culture or background, you not only gain first-hand knowledge, you connect with someone directly, able to engage with others about their background during lunch or out of our drinks. Will feel better connected to a company, future listen to and in turn engage further with their colleagues and the business. Employee engagement helps build trust, starting from the very top and moving all the way down throughout the company. Engagement is always positive for the company. It can lead to greater motivation, collaboration, and loyalty. And the last is improve company's reputation. A company that employs people from all different types of culture and background will be considered a good employer. This reputation among employees will elevate a company's standing and attract more people to come and work there. Your company's reputation among its customers is one of the most important things. Customer service and reputation can be greatly improved through a diverse workforce with different employees being able to assist customers in a more personal way thanks to shared experience and understanding.
That's all the presentation of Group 2 about cultural diversity. If you have a question, please discuss it in discussion forum. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.